Good morning students. Today we are going to revise chapter 1 nutrition in plants. What do you mean by nutrition? The process of taken in food and utilize it. The process of taken in food and utilize the food to produce energy, growth and maintenance of the body tissues. Yes, utilized to produce energy, growth and maintain tissues, body tissues. Maintenance of body tissues. This process is known as nutrition. There are two main kind of the nutrition on the earth. Number one is the holophytic nutrition and second one is the holozoic nutrition. In case of the holophytic nutrition, organisms prepare their own food. You will say it is autotrophs. Listen, wait. The process of producing their own food by using inorganic materials, simple materials, by using simple materials. The process of formation of the complex material from the simple ones. The process of formation of complex food material from the simple ones. This process is known as holophytic. They utilize mineral salts, minerals, carbon dioxide and water. No, these are not actually minerals. These are raw materials for photosynthesis. You know, carbon dioxide taken from the air and water taken from the soil, absorbed by the soil through the roots. So, the process of formation of the organic food material, complex organic food material from the simple ones. Second one, holozoic mode of nutrition. In case of holozoic mode of nutrition, they taken complex food material and broken down into smaller materials, simple materials. Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, we broke in our body, we are taken in along with the food material, different kind of food materials, dishes, and then our body break them down into simple sugars, amino acids, right? So what are the organic material? Organic material, the materials which obtain from the organisms. Organisms. The materials which obtain from the organisms are known as organic material. Right? The materials which do not obtain from the living organisms or do not derive from the living organisms, we obtain them from the soil by mining. That's why these are also known as minerals. Mining minerals. Next one, autotrophs. The organisms which prepare their own food known as autotrophs. Heterotrophs, the organisms which can't prepare their own food known as heterotrophs. They dependent upon other organisms, or all the heterotrophs are, yes, consumers. Now next definition is the photosynthesis. The process of formation of or preparation of food material, the process of preparing food material, organic food material by using simple materials, by using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. The process of formation of the complex food material by using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. Photo means sun. In the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Now we take the heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition, the organisms which a kind of nutrition in which organisms depend upon other organisms, obtain their nutrition from the other organisms, known as heterotrophs or heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophs, several types. Number one, parasites. Parasites, the organism which live on or inside the body of another organism. Mosquito live on our body, outside the body. Leech live outside the body. Bugs live outside the body. So the organism which live in or outside the body of another organism and take shelter and food material. Take shelter and food material. Mosquito do not take shelter. It get food, suck our blood. So mosquito is the parasite. We are host. So second definition, host. The organism from which the parasite obtain nourishment and shelter. Nourishment and shelter, known as host. Parasite may be, in case of the plants, parasite may be total parasite. It means it is totally dependent upon the host, known as total parasite. Example, Cuscuta. Next one, partial parasite, mistletoe. Mistletoe is the partial parasite. Some plants, now insectivores. Some plants are photosynthetic, but they live in such kind of the soil which is deficient in particular kind of the nutrients, particular minerals like the nitrogen. So to fulfill their requirement, they become insectivores. So insectivorous plants, pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, Utricularia, Drosera, sundew, these are some common examples of the insectivores. Next one, in the grade of the heterotrophs, number one parasite, second one insectivores, third one saprophytes, the organisms which feed upon dead and decaying organic matter. They depend upon food material, dead and decaying organic matter, fungus and bacteria. They depend upon the dead materials. They release their digestive juices over there, and their digestive juices break down them in this way, and then they eat, they taken in these simple soluble materials later on in their body. That's why these act as the decomposers. They act as the decomposers, broken down. Complex food material after our death, our body broken down into simple materials and mix in the soil. Now next one is symbiosis. Symbiosis is also known as mutualism. Mutualism is a relationship of two different organisms. Relationship between two different organisms which live together, work together. Which live together and work together for mutual benefit. Not only single benefit of one, for mutual benefits. दोनों को फायदा हो. तो ऐसे such kind of the relationship is known as symbiosis or mutualism. Example, lichens. Leaching is a symbiotic relationship between alga and fungus. Alga provide photosynthesis, perform the photosynthesis and prepare the food. Food खुद भी खाएगा और it also provide to the fungus. Right? In exchange, fungus absorb the water, minerals from the soil and provide to the alga. Number one. Number two, alga provide protection to the fungus provide protection to the alga, and it also provide the shelter, living place to the alga. So fungus provide shelter, provide minerals and nutrients to the algae. Next one, provide shelter to the alga. In exchange, the alga provide food material to the fungus. This is the symbiosis. Another example of symbiosis is the rhizobium. Rhizobium in the legume plants. Roots of legume plants. Roots of the legume plants having root nodules. In these root nodules, which live bacteria, Rhizobium bacteria. The roots provide shelter, living place and food to the bacteria. In exchange, the bacteria perform nitrogen fixation. It converts atmospheric nitrogen into compound nitrogen. And mix into the soil. In this way, Rhizobium increase soil fertility. Got it? In this way, because Rhizobium increase soil fertility, so there is no need to add additional fertilizers, additional manure in the soil.